So this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something,
Right?
He will make it a point to get that done. He said the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying. He has rounded out his game. He has evolved. He's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe he will have a new champion by fight tonight. Leon Rocky Edwards. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Leon Rocky Edwards. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, so here's the perennial welterweight contender, Leon Rocky Edwards. Nice to see him finally realize a championship opportunity there in Salt Lake City. This is a 5-tool player, though. A lot of people fancy him just a striker. Haven't watched all the film. Of that, I can assure you. He can wrestle, he can grapple, can even choke you out if need be. Going to be very interesting to see stylistically how he chooses to approach this matchup tonight. Man, how about the crisp boxing and kickboxing of Leon Edwards here tonight? It's amazing how much he has improved since his UFC debut a few years ago, and really has established himself as one of the best welterweights in the world. Early action here in round 1, and a nice front kick there by the kickboxer. That seemed to back the wrestler up a little bit.
Yeah, and that reaction tells me that the kickboxer needs to do it again, because it seems as though the wrestler is now going to accept fighting at this range, and that will allow for him to land more and more of these beautiful kicks.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Hook to the body, blocked by Muhammad. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step 1.
Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, nice short elbows here on the clinch. Those were landed by Edwards.
Nice shot there by the champ. It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
90 seconds to go in the opening round. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Nice job there by the Jamaican-born Leon Edwards as he gets the takedowns. You know, we're always banging on the UK and the Brits for their wrestling, but Leon Edwards got some wrestling game.
Yeah, Leon Edwards has wrestling. And I remember when he first came to AKA, he did not have wrestling. He came because he was going to fight Usman, and he needed to learn how to wrestle. But not only was he a great student, he paid attention, he worked hard, he did everything, and now today, he's gotten so much better, not only at AKA, but also back home. It is hard to take him down, so you're forced to fight him in his run. Ooh, head kick lands, it's hurt.
What a start. Excellent. Keeps dropping his left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for you. Stay on the outside, pump him with the jab. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick to sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Muhammad's in half guard now.
Big ground and pound. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Shot to the body here, blocked by Edwards. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Lunges forward with a left there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Big knee there. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Oh, nice jab by Edwards. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or you're not going to
Oh, that is as good as it gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Big knee.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. Look at the control and the posture as that big knee lands.
Oh, and there is another knee landed. You have to ask the question at this point, how many more can his opponent take? Double leg here. Muhammad's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Oh, crisp boxing here. The right punch followed immediately up by a left. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Switch kick to the body by Muhammad. And that left hook. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a World of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
10 minutes in the can.
Take a seat. You've got to protect.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. And headhunting.
You ready? You ready? Do it.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do, and it stays this close, you gotta really switch it up. Good corner is able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds. There it is, now he's going to mount.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Belal Muhammad. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Muhammad.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your legs able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position. He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Belal Muhammad. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Edwards is in half guard. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Muhammad.
I need you to fight back.
Beautiful transition.
Postures up. Ooh, he lands a brutal strike to the head. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Oh, he got saved by the bell there. He was getting absolutely starched on the ground, grounded and pounded. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do
We
it.
have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship
The
rounds.
4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting.
There, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Another, he's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Takedown defense is there. And they separate. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising.
You don't really stand after you
take a head kick like this, that is cuts tough to even be on his feet right now.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him, you can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes along.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, he's in trouble.
Look at that. He's in trouble. It's over. It's over.
Oh, bumps the hips and gets out.
What a beautiful job getting his hands to the hips, lifting them all the way up, freeing his head, and defending the guillotine. Great job.
90 seconds to go. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode.
And now some knees. Oh, good series of knees by him there, working the head, working the body. He is going all over the place tonight.
He is using that knee to really dictate where the fight takes place.
Oh, good knees.
And look at him post on the opposite side to give himself the right distance to land these beautiful knees.
And that underhook helping him control that side of his opponent. Nicely done. Huge block there. Sounds for the end of round 4. So there is the horn, standing ovation from this capacity crowd. All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Somehow his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh, a big left hand. Oh! Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. All right, so it's been a big narrative in the fight. Oh! This could be it. Well, now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
He gets to the single collar.
How about these two going at it? Takedown defense holds up. Oh, he might be out.
Oh, he just hurt.
In the half guard.
Nicely done.
On to the mount.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Muhammad's right back to the full mount here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, that swelling, folks, is not from sodium. That is from a serious ground and pound attack from his opponent. Under 2 minutes to decide this one now. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty slick reversal right there. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you all love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, and now he's attempting to choke.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight. It looks like he's trying to get an arm triangle, but he's got to get to the opposite side, get his chest to the mat, and find that finish. Okay, he's got it. That's it.
Oh, submission defense.
Offense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by majority decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. Leon Edwards, your winner tonight by decision. I thought it was a measured effort overall, and when there were opportunities to land, he did, but he wasn't going to pursue the finish at all costs, and he has to settle for a win by decision.
Yeah, he wins by decision, but he looked good in winning the fight. Leon Edwards has won decisions over the course of his career. He is comfortable.